Hello, fellow viewers. Welcome to the show. I am your host, Kelly Jackson. On today's episode of the show, we shall be discussing the ways in which we can get teaching jobs in Thailand and also how we can build up friendly relationships with the locals. With me to discuss further about this is an African expat who, throughout the years, have gathered a lot of experiences living in Thailand. He shall be sharing with us some of the ways we can get along with the Thai locals and also how we can maintain our job for a longer period of time. So without further delays, let's get right onto it. Hello, sir, and welcome to our show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
My pleasure, my pleasure. And sir, it is a tradition on our show that our first-time guests do a brief self-introduction.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you once again. I am Edwin Kongo.
Okay.
I come from Cameroon, precisely from Manu Division.
Yeah.
And I'm a teacher in Thailand. I've been teaching for the past 8 years.
Wow.
And I am here with my family, my daughter, even though the other kids are back home. And so we are taking it one at a time.
Good. That's very nice to meet you. And our discussion for today would be about getting jobs in Thailand. But before we get to that, I would like us to talk a little bit about the coronavirus outbreak because it's over the news and you cannot miss it these days. So I would like to know how this virus outbreak has affected your life and your daily activities.
Yes, just like you rightly talked about coronavirus, everyone knows about what's going on today. The news headline is talking about coronavirus. It's not likened to anything compared to what happened in the past 19, if my memories are exact, 1918, when they had this
Spanish flu
that claimed so many lives. So the world is running helter-skelter to look for solutions to this crisis. So we are hoping that in the coming days or weeks, if you like it, months, we are going to find solution to this problem. We regret that it has taken already so many lives.
It's really devastating. All of us are really feeling the effect of the virus.
Yes, it's devastating. It's devastating. It's nothing that the world has seen the past decades. So we really hope that World Health Organizations and other international bodies will come with some kind of a solution to help curb this virus that is claiming so many lives already.
Yes, sir. I would like to know, have you realized some changes around your neighborhood, which has occurred as a result of this outbreak?
Yes, that I will be affirmative, because if you look around, you realize that there are people we used to commune around our neighborhood, but today everyone is just locked in his or her home. People no longer move. We don't have visitors. We stay indoors all day, especially now that we're on holidays. So it's really disturbing. You should move around here. We had some shops that were operating full time, but now they are all shut down. Nobody is selling. Nobody is out there even to get food. That's become very difficult. So the consequences are far beyond imagination.
Oh, that's true. And sir, as a teacher, what measures can we put in place to ensure that our loved ones and ourselves are protected against this outbreak?
Yes, following what is out already from from the World Health Organization. It is advised that people should use masks whenever they are going out. They should use sanitizers. They should also use all measures, like you should stay home most of the time, self-quarantine. That's what they say. Like most people do self-quarantine and the social distancing, things like that. So you don't get close contacts with people. Basically, what I would say is just stay home the most you can. So just to avoid contact with people and with some surfaces that you could easily catch the virus. Okay. I think it's better to avoid than rushing to look for solution when the thing must have already gotten into your system. So it's better to just avoid it.
Yeah.
So
prevention is always better than cure.
Yes, what I can say is let people stay home.
Okay.
Stay safe.
Okay.
Self-quarantine the most you can.
Yeah. So thank you for that very insightful information. Come back to our conversation for the day.
Yes.
We're going to be discussing about how to get teaching jobs in Thailand. So, to the best of your knowledge, what are some of the easiest way that someone can get a teaching job in Thailand?
Most people use the website ajan.com, the Ajan job space, who comes across a job opening and he will like call you, contact you, and just direct you to the job, to where to link you up to the people and things like that. So it's basically what I can say.
Thank you very much. And sir, you've been in Thailand for a while, so like what time or which month is advisable for that person to come over?
Yes, I would advise anyone trying to travel to Thailand for teaching purpose. I would advise the person to come within the last 3 months, let's say February, March, April. That's good time to come in Thailand to look for job. And though some people come in May, June and still get job, but these are suitable periods where you can easily get a job because during this period, there's so many jobs out there. This is when they do most of their recruits. And this is when they change people kind of this job mobility and things like that. So it's much more easier to get a job during this period than in other periods. But it doesn't mean that you cannot get a job in another time. In any other time.
The bottom line is like if you come to Thailand within these 3 months, it will be easier for you.
It will be easier. That's what I said. Like it would be easier to get a job during this period. Yeah.
Okay. So let's say for example there is a job opportunity somewhere and a newcomer wants to go for an interview.
Yes.
Yeah. So how should that person prepare him or herself?
Yes. This is what we do. When you get a job or you have an interview, you prepare a lesson plan. You get yourself all the necessary materials like worksheet, flashcards, and any other thing that can support you in the process. And you walk into the interview with confidence. Speak with mastery of the subject. Talk with confidence, like I earlier said, and then don't panic. You do your demonstration if you are asked to do that. Do it well, and then you wait for the committee to decide. Okay, exactly. That's what happens.
Okay. And let's say this individual has gotten the job. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What should that individual do to build up a friendship or a relationship with fellow Thai staffs and other teachers? Like in terms of character wise.
Yes. Teaching, I believe, is a calling.
Yeah.
And so if you are coming in as just part-time, you just want to spend some time there, probably you may not be very focused, you may not be very passionate about it. But if you have a calling in the job, you do the most you can to keep the job. What I mean is that you will study the environment, you will do everything to be humble, you respect the people that you meet, and create a very enabling environment that friendly with the teachers as well as the students. You make them feel comfortable being with you and let them see you as a friend and not as a foe. That way they will not stay away from you. So when you bring them closer to you and you make everyone your friend, they will like to work with you and keep you as long as possible.
So I know you mentioned about being a friend and not like a foe, but in terms of in the classroom, I know the teaching back home in Cameroon
Yes.
might be different from the teaching method in Thailand. So
Yeah.
how can that individual teach the Thai students to make sure that they really understand what he or she is teaching?
Yes. To teach Thai students is quite challenging. Uh, I would advise any newcomer, let me put it that way, anyone who is just coming new, who is engaging in the profession, to know that there are certain things that you have to learn first before you can exercise your activity. You have to seek advice from those who are already in the kingdom, who have been doing the job in the past years. They will help you. They will help to guide you about Thai culture, about so many things that you need to know before getting into the classroom. You cannot transpose what we do back home there to the Thai system here. They have quite a different system. And what they do here, you need to go, it's just like a whole school of thought. You learn quite different things. You have to know how to treat them, how to be patient, how to, repeat what you have taught over and over again for them, and then speak slowly, do it repeatedly, and then if they are not ready to learn that day, you don't have to force it. You look for other ways to go about it. Sometimes they may want you to sing, they may want you to dance, they may want you to do some kind of fun. You just have to be fun loving and then make the class lively and then get your students focus on what you are doing.
Yeah.
When you get their focus, their attention on you, then you can pass on your message.
Wow.
And make them, they will feel at ease with you and they will talk about you. Even some of them who do not understand the language, they will begin now to get some love.
Yeah.
They will begin now to like you because one thing you must understand is that teachers, you know what happens when you hate a teacher?
Exactly. Everything about that teacher.
Everything about that teacher becomes very awkward.
Yeah.
You don't want to do anything. You're not interested in what the teacher is doing. So eventually, the subject, you will not be interested in the subject. So, but what you, as a teacher, you need to do is to build that confidence in the students. Let them understand that you are there to help them. And so once you get their attention, you get their love and interest, I mean, you can now do your thing confidently.
Yeah.
you see that everything will go on well. They will not stay away from classes. They will come to you most often
Yeah.
to talk. They want